Hi there, Planetside Agent here. Today I'm going to talk about a different alcohol stove. I did a video, I think, on my cook kit, and I discussed the Fancy Feast stove, which is this little guy right here. And somebody commented on the video that maybe I should try using a pop can for the stove, and it might be lighter. So I said, yeah, why not? I'll give it a whirl. So what I did was I took a regular old 12-ounce pop can, any kind of 12-ounce can, and then I used the smaller 7.5-ounce pop can that you can get to be the inside pot stand, inner ring of it. So anyway, here it is right here, and there's the inside of it, and just like a regular Fancy Feast. Then I put the carbon felt around the outside and drilled the holes there. Put the little notches inside so it can feed it. So the thing is I put it all together and did a test burn. It all burned. Seemed to burn kind of hot. But anyway, I weighed them between the two of them, and basically they weigh the same. So you really don't gain anything by going this route. In fact, this one's easier to make because all you need, the Fancy Feast can is ready to go as is once you clean out all the cat food. And then this one, you only have to do is cut down the inner can to the right height, which is you want it about the top of the pot stand of it to be about 1 inch from the flame. That seems to be the sweet spot. So Hiram Cook did a lot of testing on this. If you go to his YouTube channel, you can see a lot of different tests and stuff he's done on this stove. He does a lot of really great stuff. He hasn't done anything in a long time. It's kind of disappointing because I really enjoyed watching his videos. But anyway, so like I said, this is back to the building. This can's ready to go. This one you just have to, you have to cut the top out, of course. And then you have to cut it to height. You can use a razor blade. Will do that. Scour it down and pinch it off. So while this one you have to cut the pop can, and you have to cut the inside can. So you need to cut this one off. Again, do the lid. Cut this off with the right hand. Drill the holes. Cut the little filler things at the bottom. That's all the same. So really, this one takes less work, and I think it probably will work a little better because of the flat bottom in here, as opposed to you got the little divot from the pop can. So anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and fire this off and let you all see how it burns. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put in an ounce of fuel. So it's at the 5-ounce mark. Let's see, that's 1/2 ounce. Probably get by with just 1/2 ounce. So yeah, that should do the job. Okay, I'm going to let it soak in a little bit and try to wick up. It'll light a little bit quicker that way. Got a cup of coffee here. Yeah, I made a cup of coffee before I started this video with Esbit. There's a side note here with this Esbit espresso maker right here, which is really a cool little thing. I started the video on it, and so I got it fired up and it's going to town, and I'm waiting for it to come to a boil. So I just didn't want to go in the video, so I turned it off, and then I did a little video showing a little bit of video on the burn, and I was about ready to set the camera back up on the tripod, and this thing, when it goes, it goes. And I whipped down to get a shot of it, and I forgot I thought I pushed the play button, and I didn't, so I didn't get the actual espresso maker working. So now I have to redo that sometime later. So I guess that's video making for you. Anyway, let's get this centered back here. Gonna light it off. I don't burn myself. Oops. Really don't have to. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, trouble with alcohol is, I don't know if any of you know, you can't really see it, and it can be really tricky. When it lights, it lights off in a hurry. So there it goes. So you can see the. Let me turn the light out. Hang on. Woo! Yeah, this one really flames on a lot more. I'll fire up the Fancy Feast next. Yeah, this thing really going to town. You can see it's going up on the wick. I get a lot more flame from the center too, which I really don't care for. But so, I mean, this was a fun design to do, but I think the Fancy Feast is better. The other thing, because it's a little bit wider, the flame spreads out a lot more. So you don't get as much concentrated on the bottom of the pot. It kind of wants to roll up on it. So, but let me just I'll grab the camera, the tripod, and get a side shot here. See if I can do that. My cinematography is probably lacking, but what do you got? Get what you pay for, right? So there you go. It is right there. There's the flame on that. Shouldn't put so much in there. It's going to take a while to burn down. So, okay. So that's not much else to say. That's the pop can version of the Fancy Feast stove. I guess in this case, since I use two different cola cans. Or no, I use a Coke and a Pepsi. Yeah, there you go. That's why they're fighting brand wars. So that's that one. So I'm going to let this burn down and then turn the lights back on. Turn the video off, and then I'll set up the Fancy Feast. So if you've never seen one burn, stay tuned. If not, whatever you want to do. Yeah, still waiting for the alcohol to burn out on this Coke can pot. But just was going to make a note that it seems to be performing a lot better. It was much better behaved on the second burn. The first burn I did the other day, I really didn't like the way it burned and all. But since after the first burn, I think the carbon felt settles down, and this is behaving a lot better than it did before. I really didn't like it the first time. So actually, this will work if you want to use this design. That's that's up to you. But it definitely behaves after you burn them in. Another comment on this stove. This thing's just about ready to burn out. This one appears to burn a little faster and hotter than the Fancy Feast because it does have a wider wick on it. So that ounce of fuel went by pretty quick. So and it probably burns a little hotter. So I probably should have timed it when I started it out. But I just did this one design as an experiment. I'm really not going to do much more on it. Don't really do a lot more testing. No scientific testing on it. But that's just an observation. It does seem to burn out a little bit faster than a standard Fancy Feast. Okay, the stove is burned out and cooled off. I moved it off, and then now I already put the fuel in the Fancy Feast, and we'll light that off just for. So if you've never seen one burn, this is your chance. Yep, it's going. I'm going to go turn the lights off. Yeah, starts off in a blaze of glory. Once it gets going, you can put your pot back on. There you go. Now I'll take the camera down, let you look at the burn. Let's see, is that going to work? There you go. Nice little burn. These stoves really work well. If you look around, you've probably seen other videos on people using these. It's a slickless. It's my go-to stove for alcohol. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do have a Trangia, which I really like. I'll put this back up here. There we go. I guess I play with that a little bit too. So there you go. That's the little Fancy Feast stove going to town. And works pretty good. So I'll just let that burn out. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for viewing. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.